Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome you in another analysis. This time that's gonna be a Tinto Flavour number 44, which is the latest one from Friday. Friday was a few days ago, right? So that one is about Poland, Lithuania, and Ruthenia, which is I cannot say close to my heart, but since I'm Pole, I'm just curious what content, what flavor is provided for that powerful mighty country. It was powerful. Or maybe that was just a lie, big scam. I think so, that was a big scam actually. So, 17th of October 2025, so 4 days ago, made by Pavia, and let's start reading. This is pretty long, but there's actually a lot of pictures, so there might be not enough reading though. Let's see. I guess I will just. Oh my god, I will split it in half. Yeah. Oh my god, this is really long. Look at that. There's so much of it. Formerly Lithuania, Poland. Okay. So, let's start with it. Hello and welcome one more Friday to Tinto Flavor, the happy days in which we take a look at the flavor content of Europa Universalis 5. Today we'll be taking a look at the content for Poland, Lithuania, and Ruthenia. These are countries that have both individual and common unique content, which is the reason for tackling them together in the same tint of flavor. Let's take a look at them now without further ado. So, if you are curious, Ruthenia is just they are ancestors of modern Belarus and Ukraine, I guess. They live in the eastern part of Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. So yeah, that's in short. That's all we need to know, I guess. What we have here. This is the Poland description. For centuries, the Kingdom of Poland has found itself amid dynastic successions, wars, and fluctuating borders. The current ruler, King Kazimierz III Piast, started his energetic reign in 1333. But despite his unification attempts, many of the Polish subjects remained defiant in an effort to safeguard their established autonomy against the new king's diplomatic moves. Smart move by Poles, like always. Nonetheless, eager to introduce legislative and social changes of relevance, King Kazimierz III has already established the rights of the Jewish minority as well as the Polish peasants, earning him the title Peasant King. Should we talk about Jews? This is a controversial topic. I mean, I'm just fine with them, okay? Don't get me wrong. However, the war against the Teutonic Order rages on, with King Kazimierz III fighting along Grand Duke Gediminas. What? How am I supposed to pronounce it? Gediminas. Okay, just Grand Duke Gediminas. That's easier. Against their common enemy, trying to gain back their occupied lands. Will he be able to establish a long-lasting peace in the border with the Teutonic Order to be able to continue his internal reforms, or shall the war continue ravaging the Polish lands? It's funny because Teutonic Order appeared on the Polish lands because of Poles. I mean, that was the request by one of the previous kings to bring them in for let's call them crusades. um yeah, it's funny. It's actually very funny because we paid for it in 1939 as well. So yeah, we suck. This is the Kingdom of Poland. King Kazimierz III Piast, 26 years old. Dude has a massive beard and great mustache in the age of 26. Okay. He's decent. 91 administrative, 88 this is diplomacy, and 89 martial skills. Very nice. Primary culture, lesser Polish. Primary religion, Catholicism. Yeah, of course. Um, this is I have no idea what's that. That's the population over 1 million. 24 ducats in treasury. 633 are those regiments? I don't know. Or the manpower for the navy. I have no idea. I know navy, of course. So here we have the cultures: lesser Polish, greater Polish, Kashubian, and Silesian German. Would be nice also to see Gurals, which are the I don't know, mountain men. Let's call them like that. And religion is of course Catholicism and Judaism. Fair enough. Here with some basic information. Actually, I don't know what it means. This is the rivalry with Hungary, and that I don't know. Or maybe this is not. No, no. I'm sorry. This is some type of alliance. I have no idea. I'm trying to discern what it means, but no clue. This is the flag of Hungary, right? And that looks like the flag of Lithuania. Oh, okay. Here we have Teutonic Order. Then I cannot tell you what those flags mean. That one looks like a Muscovy or Russia. I mean, there's no Russia yet, so. Either way, that was the description of Poland. The next one is Lithuania. Situated between the lands of Poland and the mighty Golden Horde, the Grand Duchy of Lithuania have a proud history as one of the last bastions of paganism. Under the Grand Duke, Gediminas dynasty. I won't pronounce it. The Lithuanian people have tasted success in expanding their domain to envelop parts of the Kievan Rus. However, growing pressure and an ongoing crusade spearheaded by the Teutonic Order, the Livonian Order, and the King of Bohemia serve as a grave reminder that religious friction may yet contribute to their demise. Various attempts to embrace the Catholic faith have proven unsuccessful, and the rising tensions across our borders threaten our stability. Yeah, shit happens. So, we have Grand Duke Gediminas. He's 62 years old, much older than our king. I mean, he looks just terrible. What the hell is that on his head? Just please remove those freedom holders. Come on, do something, please. I'm begging you. He's quite good. I mean, 90 diplomacy. Administration, 78 diplomacy, 89 martial. This is very nice. The primary character is Augstaition, whatever it means. Primary religion Romuva. Of course, they have much more manpower. If it is manpower, I don't know. And then we have some cultures. You can see they are if you compare them with Poland, it's much more unified. It's a mess. And then we have also religion, which is also a mess. Remover, Orthodoxy, Catholicism, and Sunnism. I'm just wondering how it really affects the gameplay. Like, I know that there's a lot of different religions and culture groups in that game, but how much they differ from each other? That's my main question. Yeah, this is some form of alliance, I believe, because we see the flag of Poland. And that means that they are at war with Teutonic Order. This is the Papal State? Maybe. And this is, I don't know, Bohemia? Maybe. Okay, so that's the map, which looks awesome. I mean, let's be honest, this is probably one of the best maps we've ever seen. And here we have the map of relations. We made an important setup change. Now only the Teutonic Order and its subjects on one side, and Lithuania and its subjects on the other, will start at war. Okay, more about that below, which means that Poland is not at war with Teutonic Order from the very beginning. Okay. That will be it about Lithuania. So now we jump to Ruthenia, where it's placed on the map. Fortunately, we cannot see that, but I guess this is somewhere here. Maybe here we have Poland. So I assume that should be somewhere there, down below. Subjugated during the Mongol invasion, the principalities of the East remain in an uneasy relationship with their nominal overlord, the Golden Horde. While many princes still pay the tribute collected by the Grand Prince of Vladimir Muscovy, others already threw off the shackles of the Tatar yoke. Between the ever-present Mongol threat and the increasing power of the Grand Principality of Muscovy, our nation must navigate a difficult web of diplomacy to prosper, but a successful country could stand to claim the desired legacy of the Old Kievan Rus, Principality of Kiev. That's a beautiful flag, by the way. Prince Fyodor Rurikovich. That's very similar to the Ukrainian coat of arms or crest, whatever. He's definitely um, weaker. I'm sorry, buddy, but that's the truth. Yeah. So what do we have here? Primary culture Ruthenian. You know what? I'm still wondering what's that on his head. I mean, that look ass. That looks ass. Primary religion Orthodoxy. Um, Less people. Smaller army. The good news for them is that their religion is unified. This is 100% Orthodoxy, which is almost impossible in real life. But I get it. Regarding culture, there is mostly Ruthenians, Polynesian, Severian, Mongolian. Shouldn't be a big deal. I guess that also they are from the same culture group, which makes unification a bit easier. Showing here Kiev, as we made a recent change due to the forum feedback and made Prince Fyodor, whose origin is not very well known, to be part of the Rurikids, as the most recent academic research points to. So that's the Kiev, Principality of Kiev. Yeah, that's what we call Ruthenia. Yeah, the Ukraine basically. Um, and structural content. Okay, so we go back to Poland. By the way, it's interesting that there is a Kiev and it has its own flavor. So in Eastern Europe, we actually have now three countries: Poland, Lithuania, and Kiev. Each one with its own content and flavor. Very nice. I hope that the playthrough of them will be different. Of course, I'm not tempted to try them at the very beginning whatsoever. Maybe later in the future, maybe. I also assume that they are pretty challenging to play, especially Kiev, but Poland as well. It doesn't seem to be as easy as in Europa Universalis 4. Of course, I haven't played Poland in Europa Universalis 4, so I cannot say it was easy. But from what I know, from what people say, it was usually quite straightforward for people to play that country. We'll see how it goes in Europa Universalis 5. So far, I've heard it's quite challenging, so who knows. We have structural content Poland, estate, crown, szlachta, which is basically nobility in English. Yeah, this is called szlachta. Good luck pronouncing it for you. Then we have duchowieństwo, which is clergy. Mieszczaństwo, which is burglars. Chłopstwo, which is peasantry. Peasants. Yeah, guys, really, I wish you good luck pronouncing that. It's funny because they called it crown, and they could also call it corona, I guess. And it doesn't mean beer corona, but corona means crown in Poland. So yeah, korona, szlachta, duchowieństwo, mieszczaństwo, chłopstwo. Once again, good luck pronouncing it. We have 15% crown. This is, can we call it authority or maybe not authority, but how to call it? It means that how much land is in the hand of crown, in the hand of szlachta, duchowieństwo, and so on. So we have 15 for crown, 53 for szlachta. By the way, screw them. That's the reason why we failed so terribly. That's because of them. That's because of szlachta. I mean, in general, because of Poles, that's the problem. But szlachta was the most important one. I mean, they are lazy as shit. Duchowieństwo, yeah, they were also a problem, like always. I mean, they are still a problem. Don't get me wrong, guys, but that's the truth. So we have clergy 70%, burglars, mieszczaństwo 3% only, and peasantry, chłopstwo only 9%. So yeah, interesting. And look at that, 9%, which is over 1 million. I mean, only 9% of land is in the hands of 1 million. And here we have 53% of land, and it's in the hand of 3,375 people. Crazy. But that's how it looks like. What do we have here? Polish merchant seal. Oh, that's a nice word. Is third privilege that increases happiness, I believe, and plus 33% of something. I have no idea what. Maximum tax for burger estate 5%, and trade efficiency plus 1%. A seal bearing the insignia of our central authority, this document allows free, uninterrupted travels for our merchants, allowing them hastened passage between cities for themselves and their goods, in exchange for a small supplemental tax. Sounds pretty decent. We have Novi Fori. Never heard about that before. That also increases the happiness or something, I don't know. Max control minus 10%, monthly progress to free subjects plus 0.10. Derived from the original set of privileges given to the city of Magdeburg. This legal framework was combined with Western urban planning and a set of criminal and civil laws when it spread beyond the core German lands and into Eastern Europe. Still doesn't know what it means. I remember that there's some kind of like planning based on Magdeburg's law, and that means how basically it says how buildings should be placed in the town, city, or whatever. There's also a second law similar to it. I just don't remember the name of it, but still it doesn't say much to me. Invite German settlers, that sounds like a problem, but okay, let's read it. Maximum tax for peasant estate minus 30% enables German migration events. That sounds really like a problem. The currents of migration and the shifting dynamics of territorial politics of and around our nation stand to benefit as we build a tall nation on the proud shoulders of migrants. Proud shoulders. Dangerous. Okay, so next we have Lithuania, and here it looks a little bit different. Again, there's only a special name for nobility. Okay, they are called commoners. I call them peasantry. I'm sorry, my bad. So in case of Lithuania, we have 25% for crown, 44% for bojarstwo. In Poland, we call them bojarzy, as far as I know, which is basically szlachta, I mean nobility. Then it's clergy, burghers, and commoners. Is it similar to Poland? Somewhat. Poland has less burghers than Lithuania. Quite surprising to me. We have some government reform called patrimonialism. Country can only have one major reform at a time. This is the major reform, okay? When implemented, we set the parliament type to assembly, estates power plus minus 50%, estate satisfaction equilibrium minus 10%, tax efficiency minus 10%, cabinet seats minus 1, and monthly progress to traditionalist plus 0.20. The government is run directly by the ruler as an extension of their household. Armies, bureaucrats, and subjects swear loyalty directly to the sitting ruler and not to the state. Fair enough. Very, very interesting. And that's it regarding Lithuania, by the way. And next is Kiev, and in Kiev, it's there's no crown. Is it because it's wait a second, let's move up. Because it's principality, right? That's why there is no crown. I'm guessing. Oh, wait a second. I think they moved the slider down. That's why there is no crown shown. It's only Cossacks. I mean, because this is additional group available on those lands. So we have bojarstwo again, Klir, which is clergy, interesting name for it. Meszczaństwo, I have no idea how to pronounce it, but it's Russian based. Chrześcijaństwo? Sounds weird. But yeah, it's somewhat similar to Polish. But believe me, if people say that you can speak Russian easily because you know Polish or vice versa, it's not true, guys. It's not true. It's somewhat different. I would like to provide you some kind of example. For example, in Polish, we say, I mean, my name is let's say Seal. In Polish, I would say mam na imię Seal, and in Russian, I would say меня зовут Seal. I think I'm correct. So yeah, that's slightly different as you can see. Okay, so that's about their estates. This is interesting about Cossacks. I think they will grow in power over time. They were quite, popular. They were well known for sure. There were some rebellions by Cossacks in Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth as well. Cossacks helped Poland as well. So yeah, there was no really like formal alliance between Cossacks and countries, kingdoms, or whatever. But they helped quite often, and also they were danger. So it's worth knowing them. Uh, for some reason, it's only 0% for them. 416 pops. I believe that they will grow in power up on the time. There's some addition. Oh, a new state has spawned. Kievan Cossacks. Okay, so that gets the state satisfaction, equilibrium, blah blah blah. There are some measures, some data I still don't understand. So let's just move forward. But there is interesting information. The five most liked countries are Principality of Starodub Principality of Novgorod Siversky, Principality of Chernihiv, Principality of Smolensk, and Principality of Trubchevsk. The five least liked countries are Golden Horde, Beylik of the Ottomans, Republic of Achis, Country of Ayubids, and Country of Sutaids. This estate represents the different groups of Cossacks people present in our country. Organizing themselves in semi-nomadic and semi-militarized groups, they live their own lives on the fringes of countries' administrations, but can serve them faithfully and to great use if given the appropriate incentives. In general, it is better for the government estate to have more power than the other estates. Fair enough. And what is it? Select a new privilege for Cossacks. So this is about that group still. There's quite a bit of things to actually do. I will click on that. That's the Cossack culture. Okay. Cossack is a discriminated culture in Kiev. Interesting. I think this is not a great idea. And then we have select a new privilege for Cossacks. We have allowed free roaming, Cossack land rights, respected Cossack traditions, sanctioned atamans, protected faith of the Cossacks. Actually, there's a few interesting options. By the way, all those elements, like selecting a new privilege, this is another flavor added to the game. This is huge. Like imagine how many countries are in the game, how many nations, and of course not most of them, but the major ones have just very specific flavor. This is absolutely insane. Cossacks are a culture for pops, so they may grow and expand or not, both organically but also via events. The state will be available to those Eastern European countries with any Cossack pops. Next, it's works of art. What is it? This is Gesta Principium Polonorum. No idea what's that. Unknown creator. Bogurodzica. This is let's say this is the song. Historia Polonica. Wincenty Kadłubek. Okay. Szczerbiec. This is the sword. The coronation sword. Gaude Mater Polonia. This is also a song. And all of them are from Krakow. Okay. Gediminas cap. What is it? This is work of art. I don't know what was that. Okay, we have description. So this magnificent crown has been enshrined as the most important regalia of the Lithuanian realm by the founder of the Gediminasi dynasty, Grand Duke Gediminas. Yeah, and you have the name of the dynasty. Type regalia, created 1275, origin Vilnius. Regionally well known. Okay. And Kiev Pechersk Lavra. This is the monument. Yeah, this type monument, yeah. Created 1051 in Kiev. It still stands there, by the way. Established in 1051 by the monks Anthony and Theodosius, the Kiev Pechersk Lavra, or Monastery of the Caves, is one of the oldest and most important centers of Eastern Orthodox Christianity. Built partly underground, its cave complexes served as both monastic dwellings and burial sites. Over time, it grew into a vast religious and cultural complex with theological study and manuscript production. By the 14th century, the Lavra was a central part of Kievan Rus spirituality and learning. This is like the lesson of history, guys. I just don't understand why people don't read it. This is simply interesting. I mean, you can play the game, you can have so much fun just by playing, and then also you have that additional layer of information, which is based on the historical facts, and you can just read it and enjoy it and broaden your perspective, broaden your knowledge. It's a win-win situation. Just read it. Same for events. I know that people don't read them, but come on, why not? This is cool. This is enjoyable. Okay. Next we have some additional content for, I mean, advances for Poland, which is the content, of course, and there's, well, a few of them, and the most interesting one is winged hussars, of course. They were strong, damn, for so many years. Late winged hussars as well. That's another unit type, which is it's cool that they discerned early winged hussars and then late winged hussars, which was some difference in them. Then next is advances of Lithuania, blah blah blah. Advances for countries of Ruthenian culture, blah blah blah. There's a lot of that stuff. Okay, you know what? I have 25 minutes, so as tradition says, I will finish right there. So the next video will start with advances for Poland. We'll learn something because there is a lot of information available for us, which is cool. I like it. And that would be it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully see you in the next one where we'll continue with that Tinto Flavour number 44 about Poland, Lithuania, and Ruthenia. So once again, thank you and goodbye.